Welcome back, my kings, my queens, my goddesses and gods. Donny Gerald back with the path of the Illuminati. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Today, we're going to go ahead and decode the full story of Jesus Christ and what Jesus Christ really means. The actual secret meaning behind Jesus Christ and the story of Jesus Christ. Okay, and I guarantee you what you think the meaning of Jesus is not correct. It's not correct. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and do this video right now where we go ahead and slowly decode the science of Jesus Christ. Okay, the Freemason hidden science, the Illuminati hidden science, the ancient Egyptian hidden science of Jesus Christ, and what the story really means. Okay? So with that said, keep in mind, hit the subscribe button. Okay? This is the only channel that takes you on a step-by-step process to get you to your own enlightenment. Okay? Now also keep in mind that I've also opened up the University of Genius, okay, for dedicated students that are ready and willing to take that journey. If you are one of those students, get my contact information from my About page, give me a buzz, and we'll get you moving on your journey. Okay? But let's go ahead and dig right into Jesus / Jesus Christ. Okay? Now, I didn't prepare any diagrams for this, so we're just going to go ahead and kind of dig right in on the story of Jesus and Jesus Christ. So, the first thing to understand, once again, is that the Bible is written in a secret language called the Tree of Branches. Okay? The Tree of Branches takes an inner science, the inner workings of the body, and turns the inner workings of the body into an outside story. Okay? It's pretty much that simple. Okay? So let's just go ahead and move right into Jesus Christ. Okay? So first off, let's depict where the name Jesus actually descends from. Okay? Actually, I think I have it written here somewhere. We'll just go ahead and rewrite it. So, Jesus actually comes from the Spanish name Jesus. Okay? Now, I'm not going to spell it correctly here. Okay? I just want you to see the timeline correctly. Okay? Now, Jesus comes from the Greek Zeus. Jesus, Zeus. Makes sense, right? Zeus comes from the Egyptian sun god Ra. Ra comes from the pagan sun god Horus. In Horus, we would take it back further to Osiris and the thousands of sun gods that are before this timeline. But this is basically how it works. Horus became Ra. Greece conquered Egypt. Ra became Zeus. Zeus became Jesus. Jesus became Jesus. Okay? They are all sun gods, hence the Son of God. Okay? Jesus is the sun in the sky. Okay? Very simply. Now the sun follows a path in the sky. Okay? Which looks like this. Okay? Forgive the scribbles right here. Okay? I'm just going to get this video out pretty quick. Okay? The sun travels up, and then it travels down, and it starts the process all over again. This is the Tropic of Cancer, the equator, the Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, let me go ahead and write that in for you. Okay, and then the Tropic of Cancer up top. Okay, now, see, we have the Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn. Now, as the sun travels on its path, now keep in mind North America would be right here, Australia would be over here, the equator would be here, Europe here, Asia here, okay? And the sun travels through and over the land, okay? Now, as it travels, as you would look, star constellations, which are the zodiac signs, would be behind the sun at certain points. So we have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Okay? So as the Son of God, hence Jesus, the Son of God, travels throughout the ecliptic, okay? We'll go ahead and write the ecliptic on there so you understand that fully. Okay, that's what they call the path of the sun. Okay, it will reveal to you the full story of Jesus. So let's go ahead and dig right into the full story of Jesus, okay? Right here, Jesus was born. The Son of God was born, okay? Comes back up. Now right here, spring, summer, fall, winter. Go ahead and write those in for you. Spring, summer, fall, winter. So we have spring, summer, fall, winter. Okay? Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. There's 4 Gospels because there's 4 seasons, okay, that the sun travels through. The Son of God, hence Jesus. Okay? So now notice these star constellations, there's 12 of them. Jesus the Son's 12 apostles. His 12 apostles are Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Those are his 12 apostles. This is Jesus' Last Supper, the picture that you see. There's the table. There's Jesus standing in the middle, and his 6 disciples on each side of the table are right here on the wheel. Okay? So let's go ahead and quickly just tell you the story of Jesus, okay? Jesus is born right here. Okay, let me go ahead and write that off. Okay? Put the little sun right there. Jesus is born. Coming up right in spring. Okay? Herod finds out that a king was born. So he sends his soldiers to try and find him. And about right here. Okay? They find out that these soldiers are trying to kill Jesus. So Jesus, okay, is fled, okay, away from Herod to hide, okay, which is about right here. So let me go ahead and write that on there. About right here. Now, around this time, they find out that Herod has passed away. So Jesus returns. And about right here, Jesus returns. Okay? Jesus returns to find his disciples and start his teaching. So from here to here, Jesus is teaching people the science of enlightenment, what I'm teaching you guys, okay? But one of his disciples betrays him. Judas betrays him, right? Okay. This point of the sun right here is where Judas betrays Jesus, okay? Because this is spring, summer. This is known as good. Take away an O, you have God, heaven, positive, hot weather. Because you're growing crops, you're getting money, you're pressing wine, the trade is good, this is all good. Once cold sets in, now we have evil, add a D, devil, hell, negative, okay, the underworld, that's where all those come from, right here. So when Judas betrays Jesus the sun, it's talking about when the sun goes from hot weather to cold weather. He's basically sacrificing the sun because it's going from positive to negative. Okay? So Judas betrays Jesus at this point. He is led further down, okay, where he's beaten. The crown of thorns is put on his head, and right here he's crucified. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw the cross on there. He's crucified right here. And then after a short time, he hits this point where Jesus, the Son, dies. Jesus' death is the coldest point of the year. The Son's death. Okay, so let's go ahead and write that on there. The Son's death, Jesus' death, is the coldest point of the year. But after Jesus dies, what happens in the story? Jesus was resurrected and he was born again. He was resurrected and he was born again to do it all over. You follow? The story of Jesus is simply a story about the sun's full path in the sky. That's all it is. Okay? Now, that is the scientific meaning of Jesus. Okay? But why did they add a Christ on the end of Jesus? Why? Why is it now Jesus Christ? Okay? There are secrets that are being hid from you. One of those secrets is that your brain produces a fluid called Christos oil, the Christ oil, otherwise known as your cerebrospinal fluid. Your claustrum produces this fluid, and it descends it down the spinal cord. The Santa claustrum goes down the chimney, bearing gifts. It's talking about the Christ oil, Christos oil, your cerebrospinal fluid that is produced from the claustrum in your brain, is sent down the spinal cord. It goes past all the vertebrae, through the sacrum, sacred fluid, sacred oil, and then it goes down to the coccyx, which is the bottom of the spinal cord. Okay? Now, the coccyx is a pump. It's 5 vertebrae and is a pump, and it is able to pump the Christ oil back to the brain to hit the pineal gland, to activate it. The pineal gland is also known as the third eye, which would then saturate your brain with the cerebrospinal fluid that is able to activate trillions of brain cells in your cerebrum that is currently not being used. Okay? So, Christ in his ascension, Christ ascending to the clouds is talking about the Christ oil being ascended back to the heavens, which is the brain, the mind. Okay? The reason why the elite, the world rulers, try and keep you in fear and keep your vibration low is because when you have a low body vibration, you are unable to raise the Christ oil back to the brain. Okay? And if you knew what I knew, you would say, whoa. Because if you think they're not trying to stop you from doing it, trust me, if you knew what I knew, you would know how serious this game is and how hard they are playing it. Okay? So, this does not only signify the path of the sun. Aries is the head, Taurus the neck, Gemini the shoulder and lungs, okay? Cancer, we could say the breastplate, Leo the heart, Virgo is the stomach. That's why you get Virgo, Virgin, Virgin Mary, okay? This is how the Christ was born, okay, without Mary having sex, by being a virgin, because it's talking about your cerebrospinal fluid going from your brain all the way through the stomach to where it comes down past your waist, which is Libra, and then the seed is born in Scorpio, which is your personal area, okay, where your private would be Scorpio, okay. Keep in mind, then we have the thighs, the knees, the calves, and Pisces would be the feet. So this is also the body. And the sun, the Christ, the oil, the Christ oil, is also known as the oil of the sun. It's the energy within you. And it goes from the head, it's pumped down the spinal cord all the way down, and then it has the ability to be born again, which would to raise it back up. The Christ has the ability to be born again. Okay, now, so Jesus resurrecting is a big to do with resurrecting the cerebrospinal fluid back to the brain to activate the pineal gland, the third eye. Okay, and by doing so, you will gain your immortality. There's a specific way to do that, which is why the Bible talks about your eternal life. Okay, and a lot of other secrets that do come with that. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to do another video, guys, on the exact science of the cerebrospinal fluid, okay, the descent of it, ascending of it, the exact process on how to do so, okay, and how the world rulers are keeping you from doing it, okay, the tactics that they are using from keeping you from raising the fluid, okay, because there's power in doing it. There's power in raising that fluid, okay. You will become a living God, okay, and you will move up in the world quickly because of it, okay, which means you'll be competition, okay. You would then move quickly into the 1% of the world, okay, which is what we need to do right now. It's dangerous times, my kings and queens, gods and goddesses. It's dangerous times. The world is reaching 8 billion people right now, okay. And a lot of rumors out there that once the world gets to about 15 billion people, it's too much for the world to sustain. So we need to realize that it's dangerous times right now, okay? And scary times for real, but there's nothing to be worried about. Nothing to be worried about, okay? It's just It's just where we are at right now, okay? But along with that, a lot of positives because we're out of the dark ages, guys. We're out of the dark ages. And let me tell you what the dark ages are, okay? We have a mother star, which is Sirius, okay? Let me just show you a picture of this real quick. My pen's running out of ink. But let me show you why we have a lot of positives and why we need to be happy right now, okay? Our mother star is Sirius, okay? And we are linked to Sirius, okay? What happens is every 25,000 years, our sun is going to rotate around Sirius and get closer to our mother star, okay? The further away we are from the mother star, the worse things are, okay? Because enlightenment, purity, goodness, okay, basically comes from the sun. Your pure self is the sun, okay? Your pure self is the sun. It's the sun's energy, okay? So the further we are away from our mother star, which is producing the most good energy, the more human and fleshly everybody and everybody's going to be, okay? And the flesh of the human is what will be considered bad. It's evil, okay? So right now, we have just left the age of Pisces, which was the dark ages, the medieval times, the hanging people, chopping people's heads off. It was just very bad times, okay? So we were real far back here away from the sun was back here in the dark ages, okay? But now we left Pisces and we're right here in the age of Aquarius. So we've now entered the Bronze Age. So we're getting more enlightened. Everything is becoming better. Next, we'll travel into the Silver Age, which will be here, which means we'll be real close to the mother star Sirius, so things will be even better. And then we hit the Gold Age, where we're right around our mother star's beauty and goodness. And it will push beauty and goodness onto the planet. So things are going to do nothing but look up from this point, okay? But we are dealing with specific problems on the earth, and most enlightened people and beings would tell you that population is the main problem that the elite or the world rulers are dealing with. I've heard a lot of good arguments to the population issue, though. I got into a heated debate one time with a real smart guy. It basically says the Earth will handle that by itself. The Earth will only allow so much population, and the Earth will naturally handle any type of population issue. And we got into God about an hour and a half, 2 hour debate on this subject. It's a fascinating topic, but a lot of people say that the population issue is a problem. And according to what the elite are doing, and I'm not going to get into that in this video, I haven't heard their viewpoint, okay? I haven't went to the government and questioned them about their issues and why they're doing specific things, but according to what they are doing and in looking at everything, they are considering population an issue, okay? That's just what it is. But with that said, I'm going to leave the video around the half-hour mark, okay? I'm going to do another fantastic video on this when I do get the weapon right board. Going to be tremendously better. Everything will be prepared, okay? But I just wanted to give you a quick overview of Jesus, the science of it, and metaphysically what it means, okay? There's more of a science, a metaphysical science, okay, about the story. That comes later down the journey. I just wanted to give you a brief overview of Jesus Christ and the meanings behind it. So with that said, my kings and queens, gods and goddesses, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Okay, new channel. We need to get it pumping. Okay, need to get the channel pumping as quickly as possible. So make sure to hit the subscribe button, pass it around. There's some major secrets being pushed on this channel. It's a hot channel, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Okay. With that said, I love you guys very much. God bless you, and I will see you on the next video.